Merry belated Blissmas, everybody. For today I have from Mattel's WWE Elite Series 53 line. She is the current WWE Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. And she includes her entrance belt. Unfortunately, it's not the SmackDown Women's Championship belt or the Raw Women's Championship belt. It's that belt with the blue and pink puffballs. But don't worry, thanks to the Walgreens exclusive Sasha Banks figure, we can fix that. But first, let's take a closer look at the figure in the packaging. She is currently on Raw, as seen here. Here she is in the packaging. She includes that display stand, which nobody cares about. And on the back, Alexa Bliss doing her best Harley Quinn impression, and I think she's doing a pretty damn good job. Here's her stats, and the others you get in the line. And the only other figure I've reviewed from this line is Heath Slater, baby. So now, without further ado, let's get Miss Bliss out of the packaging by reciting the chant, "Wicked little miss makes everything bliss." And here is Alexa Bliss out of the blissful packaging. But before we take a closer look at her, let's take a closer look at her one accessory, not counting the little skeleton-like gloves on her hands. Here is her weird little poof ball belt thing. I don't really know what to call it exactly. It's basically a studded belt with these two things that look like crumpled tissue paper. Obviously that's not what they are, but that's what it looks like in figure form. Now, according to the packaging, it's supposed to go on like this behind her biscuit butt. So let's see if we can put the belt on Miss Bliss. And it does fit, although a little odd, because you have to stretch this over the peg, and it just doesn't look quite right. But it serves its purpose. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at this very blissful Alexa Bliss figure. Here is her face, and that is a better likeness to Alexa Bliss than her first basic, which I have right here. Still a good likeness, but this is much better. Her hair is done in the Harley Quinn pigtail style. Blue here for this bow, pink here for this bow, but both ends are pink, and so is the rest of her hair on the bottom. Her top has a nice metallic blue for the straps, silver bits here, black here, pink there, pink belt design across her waist, silver bits, black here, more of that metallic blue. Her wrist here has a blue band, silver bits. This one's pink with silver bits. But both her hands have those really awesome skeleton-like gloves, I want to say, that she's known to wear. She has black knee pads, black boots, with her name, Alexa here, silver, and her last name, Bliss, also in silver. Oh, and another thing. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that her entire torso is brand new. It's not from the AJ Lee mold, because if you compare it with her first basic, her midsection does seem a bit smaller than this one, and obviously the chest is different, especially because of these straps they're molded on. They're not here. So the chest and the midsection are both brand new. Way to go, Mattel, for not being totally cheap this time around. But now on to the bigger question. Can she hold this belt or any other belt the way she does in the wrestling ring? And the answer is yes. It's just a little hard to get her hands open because they're very small and also because of the things on her hands. But it is possible to get her to hold that belt in that pose she does when she's in the ring. But now, let's see if she can do the same thing with the Raw Women's title. And yes, she can. It was a bit trickier to get her to hold the Raw Women's title than this belt right here. But if you have patience and don't mind fidgeting with it, you can get this. Let me show you real quick, close up of her holding the belt. See? Not too bad. But you can still pull it off fairly well with this Elite Alexa Bliss figure. And this will be my thumbnail, her holding the belt. But that is it for my review of Elite Series 53 Alexa Bliss. Tell me what you guys think. And what do you think of my attempt to get her to hold that title? Let me know in the comments below. But until the next review, I will see you soon. And wasn't this review full of bliss?